Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy AP back with another Cavs connection. Uh, Today I got one topic to talk about, and it's gonna be this stupid rumor about where Darius Garland is gonna go. Uh, so just to put it out there, the trade that I've been seeing the most is Darius Garland for Jalen Suggs and Tristan Da Silva from the Magic. Okay, there's so many things wrong with that, and I'll get into that after. But I'm gonna read some of the stuff that I have, some of the things I need to tell you before I forget, and then I'll go off on a tangent. So I got this piece from an article. It'll be right here, but I'm gonna read it too. It's from Hoops Wire from Ashish Mathur. He said that Chris Feder of Cleveland.com floated this idea around, and Chris said, "I understand that Jalen Suggs is not as good of a player as Darius. I understand that Jalen Suggs is not as naturally gifted or talented as Darius, but he brings a lot of stuff that this team would benefit from. He can handle, he can distribute, he can guard his butt off, he can shoot from the perimeter, he can drive, he can give us more size, more toughness, more tenacity." Listen, I'm a Cavs fan, so I see Chris say a lot of things. I'm not saying I don't follow every little thing he does, but he knows what he's talking about. I don't get this one at all. Um, I don't think he's a distributor. If you put him as our point guard, our offense goes immediately down. And obviously, he said that he's not as gifted as Darius. I understand that, but like he's not. The only thing he got right is he can guard his butt off, whatever that really means. But he can shoot from the perimeter. Like statistically, what are you talking about? Like literally statistically, what are you talking about? It the numbers do not back it up at all. So you can't say that he can handle. Sure, he can dribble the ball, but what does that do for us? You know what I'm saying? He can drive. Anybody can drive, but he's also shooting 41% from the field. I'm pretty sure he's under 44. I know that for a fact. Um, he gives us more size. I'm sorry. I'm cool with the 4 inches that we get from Jalen that we will give up by keeping Darius Garland. Jalen Suggs is 6'4", 6'5". Darius Garland is 6'1". Okay, I'm cool with keeping that. I don't care. So everything you just said, I do not understand at all, at like whatsoever. Um, I think it makes us a worse team. I get what he's trying to say. Like I get like why everyone I guess is like sticking to this narrative that like, oh, if we get him, our defense and toughness will be there. Da 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 da. Like I understand it, but like, and they want to pair Donovan up with someone who's more defensive minded. But no. I'm not. Well, time out. I'm not saying a defensive minded guard next to Donovan wouldn't be better, but I'm also saying giving Darius away or Jalen Suggs sounds ridiculous. And now, granted, this is me going off of I don't know the money situation. Okay, still don't know about the luxury tax and all that shit that goes on that I know nothing about. So maybe that has to do with it. But everything I'm reading, they don't mention that. Okay, I think I saw something that Darius makes 36 million and or 39 million and Jalen Suggs makes 33 million and Da Silva makes 3 million or some shit. So we'd be saving like 3 million in cap space, which I guess goes a long way. I don't like I said, I don't really know all that the money aspect of the league. Uh so maybe that does go a long way and I don't know that. But strictly for a talent reason and for our team, like Jalen Suggs is a better Isaac, like a little bit better Isaac Coro. He can handle the ball a little bit better. He can handle the ball better than Isaac. I would say he's if Isaac Coro is a 6 out of 10 defender, Jalen Suggs is a 7.58. I guess that's the best way to describe him. But now before that was kind of I don't get it. I don't want to do it at all either. I don't want to trade Derek. I want to keep the whole team. I want to change our bench pieces a little bit if we can, and I want to keep our team. And if we have to choose someone, I want it to be Jarrett. But selfishly, I want to be Jared because I want Darius over Jared, even though I love Jared Allen. But for like me as a fan, our best package is going to include Darius to get what we need for the team and to go alongside Donovan and all that. So now I did a little research. I don't do a lot. I did a little. A couple. Here's three. Well, there's two unrestricted free agents and one restricted free agent that I don't think would even be an option because I think the team that he's on is going to match it no matter what it is. But here's two guys right now that are unrestricted that if we offered, now I get it money wise, I don't know if it'll work. It probably won't. So don't kill me in the comments. But if you have anybody else in mind, let me know. But these are just guys strictly no money. I'm not thinking about it, but they're not all stars. They're just like role player guys that I think that we could sign, and they would be honestly better than Jalen Suggs. Okay. Also, sue me. I'm not a Jalen Suggs enthusiast, so maybe when I say these guys' names, you're like, what are you even talking about? Okay. So, 28-year-old Bruce Brown, okay, is an unrestricted free agent. Don't know how much money he cost, but I'm taking him over Jalen Suggs right now. And also, you have to think of the scenario like, okay, don't really necessarily think of Bruce Brown against Jalen Suggs. Think of, hey, we don't have to get rid of Darius, and we can still get a guy like that we were looking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. He's 28 years old. He's on the older side of this team, I guess, but Donovan's 28, turning 29 this upcoming year. So it's like he fits the mold a little bit. Another 28-year-old unrestricted free agent from the Portland Trailblazers. I don't know what team Bruce Brown is on now. Oh, the Pelicans. Bruce Brown's on the Pelicans. Yeah, so he probably wants out too. Another 28-year-old unrestricted free agent. I'm gonna get it. From the Blazers in Matisse Thybulle. Okay. He can slide to the 3 at some points too. But if we put him at the 2, Donovan at the 1, defensive minded, like now, granted, his 3-point percentage is probably, I don't even use this word ever, but abysmal. Now I gotta look for y'all. Wow, I can't type for shit. Google's amazing for that because how did you even get that? There we go. All right. Matisse. Jeez. Wow, I can't speak. Okay. So for his career, he is shooting 34% from 3. And this past year, he shot 43% on 3.2%. I'm going to keep this all in because I sound awesome. So he shot 43% from this year. Just kidding. I'm not taking anything into consideration I just said because he only played 15 games. So not going to take that into consideration at all. So the year before that, he played 65 games and he shot 34%. And the year before that, he shot 38%. Okay. So defensively, he's there 100%. He's taller. I believe he's 6'5". I think he's a little taller than that though, even. But 6'5", can play the 2. Defensive minded guy, obviously. Can't really shoot the ball. Now, I'll look at Suggs numbers quick too before I start going off. So Jalen Suggs didn't play a lot of games this year. He played 35. I didn't know that. He shot like this is what I'm talking about. When I knew I was right, but I have the stats in front of me now about how Chris Federer said that he can shoot from the perimeter. Okay, he shot in his 35 games this year. He shot 6.9 attempts for 31%. In his 35 games this year, he shot 41% from the field, okay? And it doesn't get better. But last year, I will give him credit. Last year, when he played 75 games, they took us 7 games in the first round. He did shoot 47% from the field, which is not great, but better. And he shot 39% from 3, which that's phenomenal. That is good. 39 is great. But 2 years prior to before that, 32% and 21%. So career shooting 32%, like you got to show me more than that. You know what I'm saying? And you had a good 35 games to show that you were maybe becoming a shooter, and he didn't. So I don't really know where Chris got that from. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. And then I'll give you Bruce Brown before I give you the last player quick too, because I don't know what Bruce Brown did this past year at all. He played 23 games, shot 42. That's 3-point. That's not 3-point. He shot, yeah. So Bruce is not a shooter either, but I never claimed for Bruce to be a shooter. I never claimed for Thibault to be the shooter either. I kind of was just going off of the fact that he he is like that defensive minded guy that can like kind of play bigger than his I'm pretty sure he's 6'5" too. He's 6'4", but he plays bigger than his self too. So it's like I'm cool with getting and guys, he's playing like horrible. And he's on the Pelicans. Get him off the team. He probably he probably won't take a minimum, but we get him for cheap. So it's like, why would we? And then, all right, now why would we not go for the one of those guys? You know what I'm saying, and keep Darius, or not even if we're still like need an upgrade in a more playmaking defensive guard or something like that can just knock down threes. Keep Darius to go trade him for someone else, and then get one of these two guys to fill in that Suggs role that everyone's obsessed with. And please let me know in the comments down below if you guys think this makes any sense, because I think it does, but I need your opinion. So the last guy that is a restricted free agent though. So this is kind of, I don't want to say like, oh, this is the best case scenario we need to get this guy. I'm not saying that because I don't think it's necessarily that either, but it's definitely would be dope if he did. I'm not even saying he would be our starting point guard, but like, yeah, you got to give him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So this guy, I'll just tell you, I don't know, I'm keeping it a secret. Davion Mitchell. First off, that'd be kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Pretty sure his number's 45 also. I think it is. Yeah. Dude. Mitchell, 45s on the court, that'd be fire. That's all I'm gonna say. He's only 26 years old also, so that fits right in our mold too. This year he played 44 games for Toronto and played 30 games for Miami. He shot 35% from 3 in Toronto and 44% from 3 in Miami. He is a 34% three-point shooter for his career. Not crazy good, whatever. He averaged 5.3 assists for Miami and 4.6 for Toronto, but he's starting to touch the ball more. But that's a good sample size too, because I don't think he's really necessarily their primary ball handler either. Like with Tyler Hero and stuff on the court, and with RJ and Scotty and stuff, he probably wasn't like handling the ball all that. But he's very defensive minded. He is statistically a better shooter than all three of those guys, essentially, especially the last 3 years. He shot 39, 35, and 40. Well, 30. What does that average out to? I don't know. Between Toronto and Miami, he shot about, we'll call it even around like 38%. Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly it, but his last 3 years, then he shot 36, 39, and 38% from 3. So he's statistically a better shooter than all three of those guys too. Like I said, I don't want to call him a must-have guy. You know what I'm saying? But it is a pick, I think. Not a pickup. Yeah, that would really do well for our team, and we could keep Darius, and or just get a guy like that to replace the Suggs that we want, and actually use our 2-time All-Star guard, who's an offensive menace, and get someone actually that we can use. Okay. This is no disrespect to Jalen Suggs either. I just don't understand what everyone is missing. The fact that we're putting Darius Garland on a Jalen Suggs level when Darius Garland is way above that level. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast video thing. I don't really know what you want to call it. The podcasts are getting shorter and shorter, but I'm going to try, I promise, okay? But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Let me know if you agree, you completely disagree, and if you know anything about the luxury tax and all that money stuff, and you want to let me know, please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, and sub if you haven't. Really helps me out. And it's your boy AP. I'm out. Deuces.